Emma Raducanu responds to coaching talk involving 2x Grand Slam winner banned for doping. Emma Raducanu's career has never followed a conventional script, and once again, the British star finds herself navigating change with a calm sense of perspective. Just a week after parting ways with her coach, Francisco Roig, Raducanu already appears to be settling into a new rhythm, one that is built less on long-term plans and more on rediscovering confidence, consistency, and joy on the court. After a disappointing second-round exit at the Australian Open, the 23-year-old has turned her attention to the WTA 250 tournament in Romania, where she entered as the top seed. The change of scenery seems to have worked wonders. With two composed, convincing wins under her belt, Raducanu has not only reignited her campaign, but also sparked fresh conversation around her coaching future. Conversation that unexpectedly involved former world number one and two-time Grand Slam champion Simona Halep. A reset after Melbourne disappointment, the Australian Open once again proved to be a tough hurdle for Raducanu. While flashes of her trademark timing and athleticism were evident, the consistency that once defined her historic U.S. Open triumph in 2021 remained elusive. The early exit prompted renewed scrutiny of her coaching setup, culminating in her decision to end her partnership with Francisco Roig. Rather than framing the split as a setback, Raducanu treated it as a reset. For much of her young career, she has shown a willingness to experiment, adapt, and learn, sometimes to the frustration of pundits, but often in service of finding the right balance for her game. Romania offered her an immediate opportunity to focus purely on tennis, away from the intense spotlight that follows her at the biggest events. Finding momentum in Romania at the Transylvania Open in Cluj, Raducanu looked freer and more assured. Her movement was sharp, her shot selection clearer, and her demeanor noticeably relaxed. Wins over early-round opponents built confidence, but it was her quarterfinal victory against Maja Kwalinska that truly stood out. After that match, the conversation shifted from forehands and footwork to something far more speculative: coaching rumors involving Simona Halep. Halep, now 34, is one of the most respected figures in modern women's tennis. A former world number one, Roland Garros and Wimbledon champion, and Romanian sporting icon, her presence loomed large at the tournament, even without stepping onto the court. Given Raducanu's admiration for elite competitors and Halep's wealth of experience, it didn't take long for fans and media alike to connect the dots. Raducanu addresses the Halep coaching talk, asked directly whether Halep could one day become part of her coaching team. Raducanu responded with warmth and a hint of humor. Smiling, she brushed aside the speculation, saying, "I think she has better things to be doing than coaching on the tour." The comment was lighthearted, but it also reflected Raducanu's grounded mindset. While Halep's career has included controversy due to her doping ban, a chapter that remains sensitive and complex, Raducanu avoided diving into any broader narrative. Instead, she focused on respect and realism, steering clear of fueling rumors that could quickly spiral. Her response underlined a key theme of her current approach: she is not interested in rushing decisions or getting distracted by external noise. Living in the present, not the possibilities. For Raducanu, the priority right now is simple: what works this week? When asked about her next coaching steps, she was refreshingly honest. "I have not really thought about my next steps. Right now, I'm just thinking about what has been working well this week." She explained that in a sport where long-term planning is often emphasized, Raducanu's philosophy stands out. It speaks to a player who has learned, sometimes the hard way, that momentum and clarity in the present can matter more than locking in the perfect plan for the future. This mindset seems to be paying dividends. Rather than overthinking tactics or technique, Raducanu has allowed herself to play instinctively, trusting her training, her athleticism, and her competitive instincts. Credit where it's due: Alexis Canter's role. While speculation swirls about high-profile names, Raducanu has been quick to acknowledge the person actually in her corner right now: former British professional Alexis Canter. Serving as her temporary coach at the Transylvania Open, Canter has provided stability during a transitional week. Raducanu was visibly comfortable on court, and afterward, she made a point of highlighting his contribution. Alexis is a great guy. He has been helping a lot this week, and we have just been getting our heads down and working, she said. The simplicity of that statement is telling. No grand declarations, no long-term promises, just hard work, mutual trust, and a shared focus on improvement. Sometimes, especially during periods of change, that is exactly what a player needs at a career defined by choice, and Independence Raducanu's willingness to take her time with coaching decisions has been both praised and criticized throughout her career. Since her U.S. Open breakthrough, she has resisted settling into a long-term setup too quickly, preferring instead to explore different voices and philosophies. While this approach has brought challenges, it has also underscored her independence. At just 23, Raducanu is still learning who she is, not only as a player, but as a professional navigating the pressures of global fame, expectation, and constant scrutiny. Her calm response to the Halep coaching rumors fits neatly into that pattern. Rather than feeding speculation, she redirected attention back to her tennis and her immediate environment. Eyes forward, one match at a time as Raducanu continues her run in Romania. The results will ultimately speak louder than any coaching rumor. For now, she looks settled, focused, and quietly confident, qualities that have sometimes been overshadowed in the whirlwind surrounding her career. Whether her long-term coach turns out to be a former champion, a familiar face, or someone entirely unexpected remains to be seen. What's clear is that Raducanu is in no rush. She's choosing patience over panic, progress over speculation, and performance over headlines. And in a sport that demands both resilience and self-belief, that might be the most important response of all.